In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a boy named Leo. Leo was not like the other children in the village. He had a unique and extraordinary gift. He could speak to animals. From a young age, Leo discovered he could understand and communicate with all kinds of creatures. While other children played with toys, Leo spent his days talking to his animal friends. Birds, rabbits, deer, and even the occasional fox would gather around him, sharing their thoughts and stories. One day, a serious problem arose in the village. The crops were failing and the villagers were in distress. Without a good harvest, they would have no food for the winter. The village elders were perplexed and worried, not knowing what was causing their crops to wither. Leo, seeing the worry on the faces of the villagers, decided to seek help from his animal friends. He walked into the forest and called out to them. The animals quickly gathered around him, eager to listen and help. A wise old fox stepped forward. "We've noticed something strange in the forest," he said. "There are new plants growing that we've never seen before. They seem to be spreading quickly and might be affecting your crops." Leo nodded, realizing that these invasive plants might be the source of the problem. A gentle deer suggested, "There's an old owl who lives in the tallest tree. She knows everything about the forest. Let's ask her for advice." Leo and his animal friends made their way to the tallest tree and called up to the wise old owl. The owl, with her deep, knowing eyes, listened carefully to Leo's problem. "I know of these plants," the owl said. "They are invasive and draw all the nutrients from the soil, leaving other plants to wither. There is a special flower, the blue moon blossom, that can stop their growth, but it only blooms under the light of the full moon." Leo knew what he had to do. He waited for the night of the full moon and, with his animal friends by his side, ventured into the forest to find the blue moon blossom. Under the moon's gentle glow, they discovered the blossoms, glowing softly in a hidden grove. "We found it!" Leo exclaimed. "Now let's take it back to the village." Ow. Back in the village, Leo and the villagers planted the blue moon blossoms around their crops. Slowly, the invasive plants began to wither, and the crops started to recover. The villagers were overjoyed and grateful. "Our crops are saved!" "Thank you, Leo!" they cheered. Leo smiled modestly. "I had some help from my friends," he said, looking at the animals who had gathered around. From that day on, the villagers celebrated Leo's unique gift and the animals who had helped save their village. The bond between the villagers and the forest grew stronger, and they lived in harmony for generations to come. And so, the story of Leo, the boy who spoke to animals, became a beloved tale in the village, reminding everyone that sometimes the most extraordinary solutions come from the most unexpected friends.